episode, another podcast of Beer Belly Sports. Today, I'm here with two special guests. You guys might want to introduce yourselves.
I'm Fabian.
I'm Evan.
And today is the Super Bowl episode. We've been planning this the whole week. A lot of shit's been going on, so bear with us. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So first question I want to ask you guys, what did you guys think about last week's game? Or the 2 weeks games? Like, did you guys think that
The Chiefs shouldn't even be in it.
I thought the Ravens were going to win that game.
Yeah.
The Chiefs defense came up with a big play on Zay Flowers to refrain from giving up that touchdown. But I thought Baltimore was going to take that game.
Yeah.
And then I also thought the Lions were going to take their game.
That's who I had picked. I had the Lions.
I
No.
wanted to see the Lions there.
I wanted to see, dude, they had a better story.
Dude, I know they had a better story, but we're not even going to see that Lions team while we're alive. Go to.
Yeah, we will.
What?
Yes, we will. Dan Campbell, do you not?
I'm so serious.
Dan Campbell has taken that team from 3-12,
They came that
3-14.
Bro.
And they damn near
3-13 to what'd they go? 12-6 this year?
12-4?
12-5?
Or no, yeah, 12-5.
Something like
12-5.
that.
2 years ago,
Yeah.
he was 3-13.
Bro,
I
they
say-
just fold under pressure, though. Every time they face a team that's a little bit better than them,
Well, I mean, that was like the first
Shit
time
hits
we were
the
ever
fan.
there. And like, in how many years? With all those guys now they're gonna get the experience.
yeah, but
And they got a young team.
I say probably big shot, maybe like the next 5 years.
I think we'll see the Lions in the Super Bowl in the next 5 years.
nah, bro. It was really supposed to be a Niners-Ravens Super Bowl.
It was.
Yeah, but
But-
Lamar couldn't fucking do what he wanted to do.
And Johnny didn't work. It only worked
Johnny!
so much. It only worked so much, bro.
All right. Another thing I want to talk about is how do you guys think the season went? Like me personally, I think one of the big things that I saw throughout the year is that the refs didn't play a big role. Like there weren't that many like controversial plays going on during the whole season.
Yeah, but no, because like I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the times the refs did step in and mess things up. I think.
I was also going to say that I feel like the refs played a big part in a lot of games because there were a lot of close games between top tier teams that could have changed playoffs, could have changed a lot. And I think in some of those games the refs did have an effect on it.
Okay. Because the only one that I really big saw was like the Chiefs game.
You talking about when he was offsides?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, he was offsides that whole game. If you really look at it, if you watch back at the film, like that's just how he was set on the line.
They just need to start being more consistent.
The refs?
Yeah.
How do you think they're gonna fix that? Their asses.
No, I'm not gonna lie. There is no fixing that. Honestly,
Yeah.
the only thing I don't like, I wouldn't even say it's like the refs that are messing it up. It's just the rules that are getting changed now. Like, it's not even like you only can blame the refs so much, but like most of it's the rules that are changing. It's not even like really football no more, to be honest.
All right. The next question we got is who you guys gonna be going for
Niners.
and why?
Niners Nation.
Why do you guys think the Niners are gonna go all the way?
Well, for one, I hate the Chiefs.
Yeah, I want to see someone else win.
Patrick Mahomes is gonna be the next Tom Brady, and it pisses me off.
He a crybaby too, though. He a crybaby though.
But
Mahomes is a crybaby.
Next Brady. I mean,
He complains a lot. If he wins this Super Bowl, he's gonna be the next Tom Brady.
You think so? I think
He's been to the Super Bowl,
been to the Super Bowl
4 out of the
most of his
last
career.
6 years. In the AFC Championship every year. Or five of those 6 years, I think, in the AFC Championship, and then 4 out of the 6 years in the Super Bowl.
That's true.
like he's having the same numbers as Tom Brady.
He has
If
better
you
numbers
think
than
about
Brady right now.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
At his age, because
He's still young too. Yeah, he's really young.
Like Mahomes will always be fucking Mahomes,
Yeah.
and that's the only hard part is that you can't fucking doubt his ass.
Yeah, no, it pisses me off. Like, bro, he literally throws the ball running, not looking, 50 yards down the field. Like, who does
Yeah.
that? Like, who? I don't know who does that, bro. But
Yeah.
that Niner team's gonna win. That team is crazy.
That team on paper is the best NFL roster best roster in the league.
So what do you think the score is going to be?
35-27. 49ers.
I probably got like a 20. I'd say 27-17 Niners.
27-17. Okay.
Yeah, bruh. That's probably the best outcome for it.
All right. Well, anything else you guys want to say about the Super Bowl?
Niners are gonna win, fuckers.
Niners Nation, baby.
Niners Nation.
McCaffrey gonna go crazy.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey's gonna win some.
The MVP?
Yes.
Oh, you think he's gonna win MVP?
Yeah, McCaffrey will win
MVP.
Super Bowl MVP.
Calling it right here. He's gonna.
Brandon, watch out. Brandon Ayuk gonna be a big factor in this game too.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be tough.
No, you know what's crazy? You know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be a battle of the tight ends. It's definitely gonna be George Kittle and Travis are gonna
You see
go at it.
Travis Kelce these are words from Travis Kelce. He said George Kittle is the best tight end in the league.
Because he knows George Kittle.
He gave him his
He's
props.
gonna get on his ass.
Yeah, bro.
Especially this season. The way
George Kittle's about to go crazy too.
That Chiefs aren't ready. I don't think, bro. They aren't ready, bro.
Okay.
They've had too many.
We've seen the Niners put beatdowns on teams
Yeah,
that they were top tier teams.
that defense just knows how to execute.
Granted,
Like, you
we've-
have good leaders out there. Like, bro, you got
Fred Warner.
You got Fred Warren, Greenlaw. You got Nick Bosa, Chase Young. You got what's his name, Tre'Davious Ward. Bro, like you got a squad out there.
Like Niners, like they got a whole Pro Bowl team all around.
They're lucky their safety is hurt and Tuafongo's not out there. If he was out there, that's even another weapon. Like it's crazy, dude. Yeah, this team's stacked, bro. I'm not
Alright,
gonna
well,
lie.
appreciate you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Hopefully the
it.
Niners close out.
Oh,
I'm
they
gonna
are.
keep you guys
Of
up to
course.
scores. We'll go see.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Money on the line.
Yes.
Hey, if you go on FanDuel, put Christian McCaffrey for a touchdown, bro, and 100 yards.
Who do you think's scoring the first touchdown?
Christian McCaffrey, of course. They're gonna put it on the ground.
All right, next up, we got two more guests. We got a lot of guests here today, so why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Go ahead, Brock.
All right. Well, my name's Brock Barnes, former Milliken alumni.
And I'm Justin Meislewick, another alumni.
All right. So let's talk about last week's or 2 weeks games. How do you guys think? Did you guys think that the Chiefs were going to get here? Did you think that the Niners were going to get here?
Well, that Ravens game, it was pretty tight. It could have gone either way. It was a little head flip. But I think the way the Ravens used Lamar Jackson, like he was scrambling a lot, and it shouldn't have been the game plan for that game, you know? You got the receivers. I mean, Zay was there, right?
Yeah.
Zay Flowers. OBJ, would he have one catch? I know he's a little washed, but you could still give him the ball in times of need. And I mean, running backs, they're a little shallow in that position, you know. But who was it? Gus Edwards. He still could have popped off a few more. But I feel like they were trying to force a lot of stuff that shouldn't have been forced. So I mean, yeah, I guess the Chiefs should have won.
Okay.
But I would have liked to see the Ravens been a little more competitive.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the Ravens should have pulled out with that game. Everybody thought they had the perfect
And
team.
there were those calls, you know,
Yeah.
a couple missed calls that didn't go their way.
But I will say, too, I thought the Ravens were going to be way more competitive. But I think you stop Lamar, you stop the whole team almost. I mean, I think that, like you said, the game plan with him scrambling and running away the whole entire game, basically. I mean, without him, the Ravens really are nothing. They do have some good players on that team, but
It's the MVP of the league.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Come on, you got to do a little more than that.
Yeah, but even though you brought up the referees, I think that overall this year that the officiating has actually been pretty decent all around.
That was going to be my next topic. What do you guys think? Because about the year of football that we had, because that was one of my big things that I felt like the refs didn't really play a big role this year. There weren't that many like crazy fucking calls, other than like the Chiefs one, but the motherfucker was offsides. Like they had to call it.
Kadarius, yeah.
Yeah, like there's no.
That was. But then after that game, like, they were quick. Like, I think immediately after, what was it, Buffalo?
Yeah.
They threw the flag right away, or they didn't throw the flag, actually. And there was a lot of controversy about it, like, oh, so this is offsides, but this isn't offsides. Like, I don't know. Kadarius was obviously offside. Like, there's nothing you can argue about it. Like,
I couldn't explain. I was like, yeah, it was like a big moment of the game, but no fucking way, dude. Like, your foot was over the fucking line.
oh
There's
yeah,
no way.
no, yeah, his whole half body was over the line. But
And as an NFL player, granted they're not perfect, but you have to. That's a simple, basic aspect you learn about football from a young age is being offsides or onsides. Like, you would think that would be something that at that level you would be 100% on.
Yeah,
But
some shit that you're not doing. I mean, a lot of it's just. I mean, it looks like they weren't just disciplined enough, and then they had problems in the locker rooms too. But I mean, somehow they fucking turned it around, and now they're in the fucking Super Bowl.
yeah,
Those fucks.
I was.
I mean,
genuinely
where'd they start?
surprised.
Like 5 and
Yeah.
whatever.
They were bored.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna make it. I thought they were gonna be gone.
Everyone did, and then Taylor Swift showed up.
Oh, don't even get me fucking started.
That's a whole nother discussion, you know.
Yeah,
That's a whole
We'll,
Swifties.
we'll save that for another time.
30 minutes like a fucking go for a bit.
I know. I heard your first rant on one of the earlier episodes, and we don't have to bring that back up.
We don't gotta bring up old shits. But let's get to who you guys are going for winning the Super Bowl.
I got straight out of Stanford. I mean, I would watch him at Stanford. I was a big Christian McCaffrey fan, so I watched him in the Panthers. Favorite quarterback ever is Cam Newton. I had a poster above my wall.
What are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm finna jerk off for a month.
Yeah. Do I just continue with what I was saying?
Yeah.
Huge McCaffrey fan. I had Cam Newton's poster on my wall, so I would watch the Panthers day in, day out, and I was hyped when McCaffrey finally got out of there. Went to a team that was about to make a difference, so I'm going Niners.
Okay.
I'm going Niners as well. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, so I really have no dog in the fight. But I feel like the Packers or the Niners, I should say, the Niners are really riding their team chemistry all year. I think that they've been solid all together as a team.
I think the acquisition of Chase Young is huge for the other side of the ball.
Yes. I think Brock Purdy is something that they needed. I think that they're riding his story. You know, he's leading the league in every statistic as a QB that matters. He's a nobody that just came in and stepped up in that starting position and has shined.
What do they say? This game's the first game where the first quarterback is taken in the draft is playing the last quarterback taken in the draft.
Yeah. I think that Mr. Irrelevant's going to have a good game. I think that Trent Williams is going to be a force on that field. And Christian, like you said, Christian McCaffrey is going to dominate.
Go. Go.
You know, whether that's
Go in there if you can't fucking keep quiet. I don't want to do this shit any more than you want to do
I
this.
didn't say.
You're sitting there fucking laughing. Go. Go in there.
You'll get your time.
Why are you even in here right now?
You'll get your time.
I know you're over recording.
We are recording. What do you think? We're sitting here for our good fucking health? No, there's 2 cameras right here.
Alright, check it out.
Go. No. Check it out. Go in there.
Dude,
Go inside.
I ain't gonna laugh, gun.
Fuck, man. He's sitting there just.
So you guys, like you said, what you saying?
I also think Debo is going to have a pretty solid game. I mean, he's been solid all year. You know, based on, you know, anything can change from this point. Someone could get hurt, something could happen. You never know. But if 49ers bring everyone out on the field that they have starting, they could be a contending team and they could run away with the game.
Like, I think for the 49ers, well, you look at the Chiefs, right? Patrick Mahomes, Pacheco's having a great year, and then of course Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
But you look at the Niners, so many weapons on the offensive side of the ball. Fucking Debo, Kittle, McCaffrey. I mean, Purdy, he's shown he has flashes to be great. He can run the ball kind of a little bit if you give him the space. He can throw it within a reasonable range. Ayuk, and then you got, if they need Jennings to come in, kind of fill that slot role. So I think they just got a lot of weapons. And then on defense, Bosa, Chase Young, Greenlaw. It's just they got what they need to win this game. I can tell you that. It just depends on the coaching and who wants to show up and perform. You know.
And I will say you can't knock the Chiefs either because I mean Patrick Mahomes in past has proven everyone wrong.
I mean the refs like to bail them out. How do you come back? How do you come back last year? You're limping off one leg, right? You had to take a perk 30 at halftime. I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes and the Eagles. He couldn't freaking move at the going into halftime, and he comes out and tell me he just plays a perfect half.
Who got the ring, pussy? Who got the ring? I don't. Continue.
See, it just there's something, and with Taylor Swift going there, I feel like.
Especially, I feel like Travis he's gonna try his hardest to do what he wants.
Well, every Super Bowl he's been in, Travis Kelce either has 75 yards receiving or a touchdown. I can tell you that. So he's in for a big night regardless. And the Niners like to leave the middle of the field kind of open with the defense that they play. So
I feel like a lot of it is gonna become like it has to be a defensive game. It's who's gonna stop each other the most. Like
I agree.
As simple as that.
Who I think whoever makes the least amount of mistakes
Yeah.
defensively and offensively, because both defenses are solid all around. So I think that whoever, it's like you said, whoever makes the most stops of each other's offensives, because I mean they're just so potent all the way around.
I'd also like to see Shanahan not be so conservative as he's been in these playoffs. You know, you got McCaffrey. Don't take checkdowns. He can run fucking routes. All right. You got Kittle. Take a little shot over the field. You got Debo. Do a little jet motion, fake that, and run a play off that. You know they hand it off to him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot you can do with the offense that they have. Don't be so inside zone, outside zone. I'm tired. I will tell you this. Watching this against who they play, the Packers, right?
Yeah, Packers.
Fucking pitch, outside pitch. Like that's all they ran, and it's just like McCaffrey's way better if you give him the ball and let him run downfield. All right, I'm tired of these little 3-yard in the backfield pitches.
Yeah.
All right, let him run. Come on.
Yeah, the Chiefs D-line. I mean, they're not something to really mess around with either. That's just the hard thing. Like throughout all these episodes, we've encountered the Chiefs fucking out. They always found somehow bullshit to fucking get through these games.
Yeah.
But
And I think that has to do with that their stars on their team are good leaders. I think that Travis Kelce, he's a good role model and a good leader on and off the field, and I think that their team is bonded, but I just think that the 49ers chemistry is so much better.
so what do you guys got the score wise?
I got 35-28
35-28 Niners.
Niners.
Okay.
A little high scoring affair.
Okay. Would you bet that on FanDuel?
No, not yet. I don't do the scores. I do player props, baby. Come on. I'm gonna hedge the bet too, so I can't lose. Like Niners money line 1, fucking Chiefs the other.
I'm gonna go 21-14 Niners.
Low scoring affair. You don't think field goals are gonna play a factor? Jake Moody, fucking, who's it? Cairo Santos? Is that?
Of course.
Yeah.
I think that they'll play a factor, but that's also if I think that this is going to be a defensive game because that's what everyone's so focused on, that there's a great potential for it to be a low-scoring, close game.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
I'd hate to see it.
I mean,
I want to see a little excitement in this game.
The Patriots only gave 3 points.
What was the final score? Like 10-3 or some shit? Like
Yeah.
10-6 or whatever?
Yeah, some shit like that. And I mean, the only reason why the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl now is because of their field goals made. If they took away the field goals, it would have been a closer game.
In Buffalo?
That's the only reason why they
Yeah.
used their kicker.
Yeah.
It wasn't Mahomes. It wasn't Kelce. It wasn't any other bum.
Because he's capable. Mahomes is capable of having a shit game. Like,
Yeah. But he got built out by the kicker.
but he's also
and what you see McCaffrey's, what they called it a slow week the other week, and he had 70 yards rushing. I think he tallied at the end of the game, and 60 yards in the air with 2 touchdowns.
Right.
And that's a slow fucking game. Come on.
I'm gonna have my time to talk. I'm gonna be quiet.
All right.
But also,
I got my segment coming up.
it's like you said, Mahomes is, He could have a bad game, but he could also have a really freaking good game and pass for over 400 yards.
It depends.
You just don't know.
At the end, you pretty much have two receivers, though. You got Travis Kelce lining up in the middle, and then you got Rashee Rice. Like, those are the only factors.
And Rice got an ankle injury, so who knows if he's...
So, yeah, you never know. Without his weapons, like, who are you going to throw it to? Pacheco, checkdowns, kill me. Come on.
Yeah.
Like no one wants to see that.
What time is my segment now?
When you fucking shut up. When you shut the fuck up. That's what it is. All right, I think we're about good here, though.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. Hopefully the Knights pull out of this.
Yeah, I hope so.
Anything else
Hey, bang bang gang, baby.
Nope, I'm good. That's all I got to say.
George Skittle.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the biggest point of the whole podcast, is getting to the debate. We're here with the normal crew. Finally, the last guest that we got here. Without further ado, can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Blake.
Anthony Nomalini.
Anthony Nomalini.
Go to the last podcast.
Yep, in the last podcast, you guys remember, he's a big Chiefs fan. So, you know, he loves Kelce. He loves to just fuck him in his ass all the damn time. But anyway, let's get this thing started. So first off, what we're gonna talk about, the reactions of 2 weeks ago. Did you guys think that the Chiefs were gonna make it? And did you guys think that the Knights were gonna make it?
I think that we stood strong in our choice because, you know, while some of the arguments may have been basic, I mean, with the statistics that were brought up with the number one defense, number one rush defense, number one pass defense, all that stuff, as you could tell, it really didn't matter at the end of the day. So they pulled it through, whether it be, you know, however you look at it. Some people may say it's just luck. Some people may say that it's the Andy Reid Mahomes magic. I just think that if you give Mahomes a chance to sit there and prove you wrong, he's just going to sit there and continue to do it.
Okay. What about you, Nami?
I 100% agree. Dude, at the end of the fucking day, dude, this is the new Belichick and Brady era, dude. All bullshit aside, I mean, they got a great team, dude. You know what? At the end of the fucking day, no matter how you want to look at it, whether you like the guy or not, the guy proved himself. I mean, all bullshit aside, the guy proved that he ain't better than Brady. But you know what? I put him top 5 all time. I mean, you can't argue that.
Really?
I mean, yeah, 100%. I mean, dude, numbers don't lie. I mean, they got here. If you're gonna fucking look at it as, it comes down to whatever you're looking at, dude. At the end of the day, I mean, number aspect, dude, the guy's got 3 rings. He started 6 years in the NFL. He's got 6.
He got 2 rings.
He started 6 years in the NFL. He's been in the AFC Championship 6 years in a row.
But you don't get a ring for getting the AFC Championship.
Whatever I said, I don't know. Dude, at the end of the day, he's been in the fucking AFC Championship every year he's been a starter in the NFL, dude. Got 2 rings. I mean, whether you like him or not, you gotta give him the fucking credit, dude.
Okay.
At the end of the day, this is the new fucking New England Patriots, dude.
Debatable. All right.
I pretty much agree with that. I mean, if you look at what they've done in the last 6 years, they're always right there. You can never count them out, which is why I kind of thought they would win against the Ravens. It wasn't. I kind of thought it was going to be a shootout, but it didn't end up being a shootout. But either way, they always find a way to get it done.
I think at the end of the day, with everything, I think the question isn't to sit there and ask how do they or the question to start asking is why they're still there with everything that they got going on. You know what I mean? Like, between sitting there and having 3 sets of different receiving core, I think Valdez-Scantling is the only one. I mean, I guess you can count Kadarius Toney, but what, that fuck's played like 3 games since he's been in Kansas City. But like, I think you have to sit there and you have to look at why. How can you sit there and how can you doubt them? That's the biggest thing. they've sat there and they prove. Now they might not be their number one teams have lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That just because you win the Super Bowl does not mean that you're the best team. We've seen some teams that have won the Super Bowl where clearly across the board the other team was the number one team in the NFL. Player by player statistics, whatever you want to sit there and look at. But at the end of the day, I think that's what makes this game great is you could sit there and argue statistics, but when it really comes down to it, it's just about, who's hungrier with all of it.
What happened to the Chiefs fucking in 2020, though? When they played the Chiefs, though. The Chiefs were not the favorite.
Against the Niners?
Jimmy G played a hell of a fucking year, dude. I mean, he was supposed to be the fucking Super Bowl MVP favorite. And when fucking back against the wall, fucking it came down to it, what happened? He choked. They should have won that game. They're up 20-10, and what was it? Fucking 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter? They should have won that game, dude.
Yeah, but this Kansas City team isn't as good as that Kansas City team, and this Niners team is better than that Niners team. I'm not going to hear it, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
You're telling me the Chiefs team this year is better than the one in 2020?
No, it's not as good. Defensively, it's better.
Okay, completely.
Niners are better than they were in 2022. The run game is way better.
But dude, this is my
more dynamic.
This is the thing with the fucking Chiefs this year, dude. Last year, what happened? They lost Tyreek Hill. What happened? Oh, they're not going to win, right? This year, what happened? Oh, it's a fucking rebuild year. What happened? They're still
I'm not saying they're not good.
They had to go fucking on the road against Buffalo. Josh Allen, tough. The way they ended the fucking year was tough. They had to go to the fucking number one seed Baltimore Ravens. That was tough. And guess what? They're still fucking there, dude.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not.
Decent Garoppolo, though.
But it doesn't matter, though. It's tough, though, dude. If from what everyone's telling me, though, is they can go against fucking the Ravens and win that fucking game, and Josh Allen win that game, they can't go into fucking the Super Bowl, which again, it's a 50-50 favorite. It don't matter who wins. It's no home field advantage. If they can win that game, come on, dude.
Fucking might as well be home field advantage because California's closer to Nevada.
But it don't matter who has more fans than the other. They went to Baltimore, won the game. Went to fucking Buffalo, won the game. It don't matter, dude. It don't matter.
That's true.
Yeah, but Buffalo hasn't done shit in playoffs ever. Name one thing that the Buffalo's done the last 25 years that's been relevant.
Buffalo and Baltimore, though. Both of them.
Neither one of them done anything
I haven't seen Baltimore
this.
this hyped in fucking years, dude.
They deserve the hype.
But
just because they lost to Kansas City doesn't mean that's a bad
I'm not
team.
denying that, but who won the game, though?
Oh, I'm not saying they didn't. And Spagnuolo's the one that won you that game. Don't think anything else, because that's the only team that's ever been able to contain Lamar.
But here, I'm not.
And that's more of a fault on the Ravens for coming up with a shitty offensive plan.
Dude, Baltimore.
Their offensive plan had to go out the window because they
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They weren't ready.
they had
weren't ready.
9 minutes of possession in the first half.
110%.
You can't
But
run
then
your
fuck-
offense. You
but
can't.
then- Go ahead.
You can't be the number one rush offense in the league if you only have the ball for 9 minutes. In the
That's
first
what I'm
half.
saying. They got
So,
punched in the mouth when they
the
came out,
Chiefs-
and they couldn't recover.
The Chiefs'
End of
defense shut
discussion.
them down. The Chiefs' offense kept the ball. They did everything right.
They played fundamentally sound. They won the game fundamentally.
I think they're gonna do the same thing.
But I don't think the thing about it all is, and this is kind of like, it's not, I wouldn't say it's a counterpoint, but I think it's a point that needs to get brought up though. But, when it comes to this game, especially this game, and especially how much more talent is in the league nowadays too, and all these rule changes and all this stuff, I think the biggest thing is to sit there and look at is just like,
Check the camera.
just pause it.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing to like sit there and look at is just like, I feel like there's when it comes down to the Super Bowl and shit, that you have to have, spectacular play. I don't think fundamental football is going to sit there and necessarily win you a Super Bowl, is what I'm getting at. I think it's going to be jam-packed where you have to throw the whole house at these teams that you're playing and all this stuff. And I will say, with my pick with Kansas City, it was a nerve-wracking thing because the two games that they played and the two games that they won, and to a point, it's giving him his point credit, is they won those two games being fundamentally sound and a shitty kicker. I don't know if that's going to sit there and win you a Super Bowl because the Kansas City Chiefs are going up against a high-powered offense, but here's the thing that nobody really sits there and talks about either is that Niners defense too, at least in the run game. I ain't going to say shit about the secondary, but that run
Second
game
interceptions. Tied for first with interceptions with the Bears.
But here, who won that game?
That's the best
Super Bowl?
coverage linebackers ever.
The last
Greg
Super Bowl,
Greenlaw and Fred
that
Warner,
last
best
Super
coverage
Bowl.
linebackers ever walked the face of the earth.
That last Super Bowl against Kansas City and Philly. Who won that game?
I don't give a
That
fuck.
punt
That's
return.
4 years ago.
That was last year. What are you talking about?
Kansas City,
Oh,
Philly.
Kansas City,
Kansas
Philly.
City.
Okay, what about it?
Calarius Tony's fucking punt return touchdown to put him
Okay,
in the
he's
fucking
not there.
5-yard line.
He's gone.
playing. No, he's not. He's playing this year.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see how much he plays.
Okay, it doesn't. He
hasn't practiced
didn't
like 3
do
weeks.
shit that last year. But when it came down fucking back against the fucking wall, he made a fucking play when he had to. He didn't do shit that last year completely at all. He had a good fucking play here and there, but when it came down back against the fucking wall, he fucking made a play.
If you were Andy Reid, would you trust a guy who's just dogmouthed the team and...
I wouldn't either, but you know what? At the end of the fucking day, I got fucking Andy Reid and Bill Belichick in that top fucking tier list, dude.
I'm not saying he's not, but on the other hand, he's 2-2 in the Super Bowl, so...
Dude,
500 ain't good by any stretch of the imagination.
dude, at the end of the fucking day, when it came down to fucking Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, you never counted them
Okay,
out.
but 7
No,
and
but-
losing like 3
Well,
with the
listen what I'm
Bucks
sa-
versus
listen what I'm
500?
saying, though. You never counted them out. You never counted fucking Tom
I'm
Brady
not counting them out at all.
You can't, though. That's what I'm saying. When it comes
No,
down
these,
to
these are the best 2 teams in the league, by far.
completely. Dude,
By far.
it's gonna come down to fucking who plays the fucking, who has a smarter fucking head when it comes down to it, dude. At the end of the fucking day, it comes down to everyone's fucking opinion, dude. That's all the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking a lot
You
about.
got- that's all it is. You got the fucking 2 best fucking coaches, 2 best. I don't want to say 2 best fucking quarterbacks because I fuck with him on the Niners side, but again, he's fucking 23 years old, dude.
All right, well,
He's-
enough glazing of the Chiefs. Where Taylor Swift already does that enough.
I ain't talking about. I ain't talking about him.
What do you got?
Debo Samuel. Did you know they win 70% of games when he's active in the
Yeah,
lineup?
completely.
Biggest chess piece in the game by far. He opens up so much shit. And as much motion as they like to do, I think that's going to take away from Kansas City's pass rush because they don't generate pressure like the Niners do, right? It's secondary based. A lot of their pressure, you don't know who the fuck's blitzing, you don't know where it's coming from, and that's part of it. But the Niners give up the few sacks this year. You got Trent Williams on the left side who's going to block that fucker off, hands down. I don't think there's any way they're going to get to him. And if you got time, I don't care who you are, I don't care if you're Joe Schmo down the road. If you got time in the NFL, you can hit somebody, they'll get open.
Here's what I think. You fucking sat there last week or 2 weeks ago when we talked about Mahomes against fucking Baltimore. He was to get sacked, and how many picks you said he was going to throw? I don't know. I don't want to throw numbers out, but he hasn't thrown 1 pick this entire fucking postseason.
Yeah, he's due.
He hasn't thrown
He ain't
1 pick
perfect.
this fall.
He's due.
He hasn't thrown.
And now he's going up against the number
But
1.
what I'm telling you is, you told me that last week against when they played Baltimore, though.
Okay.
He was due, though. He hasn't thrown 1 pick this entire fucking postseason, though.
All right. Is he perfect?
This postseason, yes, he has. He hasn't thrown 1 pick. That's
Okay.
perfect.
We'll see. We'll see.
But you told me that last week, though.
I understand.
He hasn't thrown 1 pick this entire postseason, though.
Okay. And I said I think that would be the game. I don't know any more than you know,
Completely.
and I'm just not going to suck his cock like you do either.
The guy's fucking perfect. At the end of the fucking day.
We'll find out.
My predictions were right, yours weren't. So, hey,
Well, I can tell you not right often, obviously, by the way you're
I think you got to look at it. Who can handle that pressure better, Mahomes or Purdy?
But who's got the alleviation of pressure? That Niners team is star fucking studded top to bottom. Mahomes is just Mahomes, man.
It's not just Mahomes running this show.
Okay, outside of the coach, name their top 5 players outside of Chris Jones and Mahomes. And what's the corner?
Sneed.
how can you take their
So you
2 top
think-
players
you're
out and name
3 of their
how
top
do you-
players out.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. The Niners are loaded from top to fucking bottom, dude.
You told me that about Baltimore too. So if I take Lamar and fucking whoever else you want to throw out there, how do you not name your top 5 players and take the 2 main?
Because you didn't let me make my point because you started running your cocksucker
Go
at
ahead.
me.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. You take away the Niners' 3 best players. Who do you think they are?
In my opinion, who are the best 3?
Yeah, I'm just wondering who you think they are.
Kittle, McCaffrey.
Kittle, McCaffrey.
Fred Warner.
You can throw
Fred
Bosa
Warner?
out. I throw Bosa out there.
Okay.
Bosa.
So what are you going to do about Dre Greenlaw? What are you going to do about Chase Young if he comes to play?
Chase Young has not been doing anything.
Yeah, in the run game, he can still generate pressure.
All I gotta do is clog.
Trent Williams. Let's see, Debo, Brandon Ayuk. And that's just 5.
Jennings.
But dude, Ayuk hasn't done shit this entire postseason. I fuck with Ayuk. He hasn't done shit though.
He doesn't have, here's the thing about him, right? He'll go desolate for 3 weeks. You won't hear shit from him. 140 yards out of nowhere off 5 catches. That's his
In the
role.
regular season, fuck yeah, and I fuck with him. But he's
Super Bowl's a different game though.
But the postseason
I mean,
is
it's
an
football.
entire
Either way,
different ballgame.
you know, slice it.
Yeah,
It's just a matter of whether he's going to show up.
Yeah, but
what the game plan is.
I don't think you're giving the Chiefs defense enough credit.
Oh, I'm giving them their credit. That's the best defense in football.
Chiefs defense?
Absolutely. That's the best defense in football. Uh-huh.
You put Baltimore's defense number 1 last week.
Gave you the statistics, motherfucker.
Fuck, I'm not talking about fucking stats right now. This is the fucking playoffs. That's nothing to do with regular season. That's nothing to do with it, dude.
I didn't bring regular season into it.
No,
I did last week when I was talking about numbers.
I'm talking when we talked about before Baltimore and KC went up to it.
Okay, but we're talking about Kansas City and San Francisco.
Numbers have nothing to do with it, dude. At the end of the
I didn't bring up numbers.
I'm talking about what you said last week.
That's last week. But Baltimore and the Niners are two different teams. Baltimore was a complete team, but obviously we saw what the Chiefs fucking did. Like I can't like.
And it's not like Mahomes didn't get like that was a shitty offensive performance from like Chiefs standards.
Yeah, like the Chiefs. The Chiefs stopped Lamar. Like they did. They took away. The one thing they stopped what Lamar was supposed to.
The Niners haven't really
If
stopped
Lamar would have
But they keep finding ways to win.
It would have been perfectly
That's the
fine.
thing.
Finding-
They keep
okay.
willing their way to win.
What's going to win you games overall? Just willing your way into a win by
Absolutely.
2-3 points? Or
dubs it
shutting
up.
The reason
teams
why
down?
the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl is because of the kicker.
If you want to look at numbers, if you want to look at numbers,
They faced the Packers.
All right, let me
they only
talk.
won because of the kicker.
Okay.
Majority of the points was because of field goals. And the Niners' defense is good enough to where they can hold them off of a field goal range. All they gotta do is stop.
You're talking about the Niners defense?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you something about the Niners defense versus the Chiefs defense.
Okay.
Chiefs defense in the playoffs this year have allowed 13.7 points on average.
Okay.
That's against the Dolphins with Mike McDaniel, Tua, Tyreek, Jalen Waddle. The Bills, that's Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. The Ravens, number 1 rush offense. Lamar, everything. The Niners, off of a bye, 21 points against a first-year quarterback, first-year starting, Jordan Love, 21 points and over 330 yards of offense. Which defense sounds more prepared?
Who's got more tape on who? Because that's this is Love's first year. No one had tape on him either. That was their first time meeting. And that makes a difference.
They had a whole regular season tape.
They had, but that's what I'm saying. This is the first time they've had to prepare for him, and that makes a difference. I mean, look at all the other rookie quarterbacks. Yeah, but look at all the other rookie quarterbacks that have won Super Bowls. It was the same thing all the way through. Guys don't have watching tape and like experiencing it are two different things. You know that. You can watch tape all you want, but when you get out there and you try it, it's a different
Why
animal.
are you taking the Niners over Kansas City? Let me ask you that.
Because they have the more complete roster, hands down.
You told me that about Baltimore though too. They have the fucking number 1
I understand that,
rushing
but-
defense.
But why do you keep bringing Baltimore up into it? Because you were right for once.
No.
We're talking about
I'm
the Super
going
Bowl,
off
not the
your
AFC
last week, though.
Championship. We're talking about the Super Bowl,
You went
not the AFC
against
Championship.
Kansas City last week, so I'm going off of your same fucking take. Why are you going against Kansas City over them? That's why I'm asking you.
Because they have the more complete roster.
But you told me that about fucking Baltimore last week, and then they got stopped.
Well, I'm gonna
So
bring
what is your take now, though? Is what I'm trying to ask you.
I'm gonna
Alright, let's go.
bring in my point. And then
No,
Hold
fuck
on,
the
no,
numbers. Fuck the numbers.
Okay. How are the Niners going to, or the Chiefs going to generate pressure when they have, what's his last name, Omeniwu? Is that how you say it?
The
He's out.
Palomalo guy.
Chris Jones, you know what his stats are in the playoffs? Half a sack and 4 tackles.
Dog.
Half a sack and 4 tackles.
What did you tell me last week? Mahomes is gonna get what? 2 sacks last week? He didn't get sacked
Oh my
once.
God, you just keep bringing up last week.
I'm going off of what you said last week.
Okay, what about the other week when I had all 4 picks right, cocksucker?
When you got what picks? I had one fucking debate with you guys last week.
Okay.
What are you talking
I'm about done talking to him. I'm about to
Completely,
leave.
go ahead.
Like, no shit. Someone's going to get knocked out.
Completely.
But I think, so we're gonna get to my point. I think the Niners are gonna beat the Chiefs. It's gonna be a close game, but really it's gonna come down to the defense overall. The Chiefs defense is a good defense, but the Niners defense,
Better than the Niners in the playoffs.
the Chiefs are, huh?
Chiefs defense is better than the Niners in the playoffs.
I agree.
Yeah.
The Chiefs haven't played a complete game in forever.
And you also like
defense,
it's very hard to go against.
You don't
the
give
Chiefs
up all that
just
to the
because
Are you talking
y'all.
about the Chiefs and the Niners?
Chiefs.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. I'm talking about the Niners.
Yeah, and it's
Niners have not
also
played a complete game yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're due for one.
And they had a bye week, and they were playing at home. Chiefs were on the road playing.
What did you do after your bye week?
I don't even know if you could say they were
Talking
playing
about- what did you do after
powerhouses,
your bye
man.
week?
Not the Chiefs.
What did you guys face after your bye week? If we're going
Chiefs
off
didn't have a bye week.
all right, y'all. That's y'all's fault.
You just lost.
That's y'all's fault.
Okay. And now we're in the playoffs. That's the worst argument I've ever heard in my life.
I think the thing about the 49ers that intrigues me the most to see what they can do all around is I don't think that there's any. Now, granted, they had a couple of bad games, which we discussed on earlier shows and stuff, but I truly don't think that there is just a game plan for containing Christian McCaffrey. That's the thing that sits there and scares me the most of sitting here and making this pick is because McCaffrey is unpredictable, and then to your point as well, sitting there throwing Debo into the mix as well, to sit there and have those two interchangeable, and I forget who the backup true running back is, but I picked him up in fantasy, dude, and he's a dog too. So you sit there and you have this, we talk about a 1-2 punch, right? When we were talking about Houston with, Pierce and Singletary and stuff that could have got them there. To sit there and have three guys, you're talking about guys catching breath. You're talking about a whole nother, parts of the playbook that you can sit there and open. And that intrigues me, but the thing that truly intrigues me the most, other than probably the most basic argument, would be the McCaffrey thing for the way I'm explaining it. But it's that defensive line, bro. That D-line, Hargrave, Bosa, Young, and then I'm missing one other guy. I don't know if he's Armstead. Those guys. And then you got Warner sitting there calling the shots there at the mic.
It's a good pass rush. Linebackers run out. I think
the only way that the run game gets going is I think they're going to be running outside more than inside, 100%. I think they're going to sit there, and I think they're going to get tight end sets where Kelsey's going to be sitting there helping double team that end for that guy to go around. But that D line really, we talk about guy like example with Young, if he shows up. Technically, the motherfucker's doing his job. He's sitting there clogging up the fucking gap, and then he's making you think twice running that way. That scares me about it. And then the other thing on top of it too, on the defensive side for Kansas City that worries me too, is they just had that D lineman tear his ACL that Baltimore game. Mm-hmm. And then who else is out? You guys were telling me?
Joe Tooney, which is a big loss. That's their, him and Creed Humphrey are their interior staples.
To sit there and have, and especially for us being linemen and stuff, dude, when you sit there and you have a guy go down, not sitting there saying that, the backup doesn't have a chance to prove himself and step up. Having a hole in your front on either side is a
game changer.
Huge game changer.
This type of game.
You are talking about, you have to think about it like you ever see the videos of the kids that'll sit there and poke a hole in one of those blow up pools and you see everything come out and the water just comes. That's exactly what it is on the defense and offensive side of the ball. And I just think that obviously these coaches, Shanahan and Reed, they're going to have the best game plans for their team regardless. You probably couldn't have asked for a Super Bowl with two better coaches, to be honest with you, at the end of the day. And I think that's what's even cooler about it, to be honest. But I think that Kansas City in this, even with picking them, I do think that their back's up against the wall, for sure. I look at that Niners roster, it's a scary thought, regardless. I think that, we sat there that last episode, the options, that's why I picked them to beat Detroit.
Now, do you guys think that, I think that Purdy has less pressure than Mahomes does.
No.
Purdy has less pressure because
Purdy
has a lot of people to go off of.
Yeah.
All he had to do
it's his
is
first Super Bowl.
choose anybody to do.
It's his first Super Bowl.
But he also has a lot of confidence going into this game.
But it's
I think the pressure's high all around. It's you can sit here and split hairs, dude. If you're a quarterback in the Super Bowl, the pressure's equal. Both them motherfuckers are feeling it.
Mahomes
is more adjusted to it. I will give you that. Mahomes has been there.
But the Niners been waiting for a fucking ring for how many years now?
Well, they've been in the mix for about the last.
That's what I'm saying. They should have got one fucking.
I heard there's some O's in this house.
The Niners should have got one, dude. The Niners should have got one fucking years ago, dude. Mahomes has no fucking pressure, dude.
But I feel like the Niners are hungrier than the Chiefs.
There's more pressure.
They're DUI. There's all the pressure.
Dude, the Niners are hungrier 110%, but the pressure's not on Mahomes, dude.
You, Blake.
The kid's got two rings and fucking ever since he fucking started. The 6 years was it? He's been in the AFC Championship fucking 6 years. He started. He's been a starter 6 years, dude. He got no pressure, dude.
I think so.
I don't know, man.
I think
I feel like there always has got
no pressure.
I wouldn't say no pressure, dude.
Mahomes is kind of pressure all season.
I mean, first of all,
Pressure against the fucking media? Okay, maybe, but he don't give a fuck about that.
And it also was inside the locker room too. Whatever y'all talked about inside the locker room that made y'all flip the switch helped your team out. Because if you guys never had the issues in the fucking locker room, you guys wouldn't be in the situation.
Because the kid's under 30. The kid's under 30 and he has
two.
2 rings, dude. He has no pressure against him.
Well, if he's going up if he's going up for a greatest of all time debate, yeah.
He's not looking for that though. Maybe the media is, not him though. He's not looking for that.
so young.
The media's not looking for that.
There's a lot more people talking about
Yeah,
the
it's the
debate
media,
now.
not him.
There's
He
a lot
don't
more
give a
people.
fuck about that.
But people say they don't pay attention to the media, but they're listening to that shit.
But I'm saying
everybody listens to that.
He's under pressure in terms to the
media.
He's under pressure in the terms of the media though, not him though. He don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, but
It gets under 30.
You
He
know,
has
he
2
already
rings.
filmed a State Farm commercial about you winning the Super Bowl. He's under
The
pressure.
kid cashed out.
The motherfucker wants to give you money.
The kid cashed out. If he wins another fucking ring, that he ain't gonna make any much more than he is now.
If he wins one more ring, you think that he's up to the GOAT debate?
No, he has to win at least 5
That's
more.
what.
Here, listen.
Somebody said if he wins one more, he's up to the Brady.
Listen, no, that's my fucking team. He has to win at least 5 more for him to fucking be up to the GOAT debate.
Are you meaning 5 more or 5 in total?
At least 5 rings to sit there and fucking consider him at least to be a fucking Tom Brady fucking statue, of course. Dude.
Peyton Manning's up there with 2 rings.
But again, Peyton Manning's different, dude. Again,
How is that different?
because Peyton Manning is Peyton Manning.
If anything, they should be comparing those.
But again, here at the end of the fucking day, dude, you can't. It's fucking. It's different. It's different eras, dude. You can't sit there and compare those, dude.
You can't just compare rings.
You can't,
to anybody.
Football is football. bro.
Justin, come on, you know as well as I do. You can't compare fucking 2 different eras, dude. You can't. They let you fucking play.
Brady had time in this era.
They let you play ball back then. They don't let you play ball.
Yeah, but Brady did play.
Brady had time.
Exactly, but they let
Mahomes is up there with Peyton Manning.
no completely. But they let you play ball back then.
I think
They don't let you
fantastic.
do that
I
right
said
now.
Mahomes played back then. He would not have a ring right now.
But to sit there and say that he's not going into the Super Bowl like with any pressure, this is fucking war. This is what you work for.
Super Bowl.
You work for your entire life, and if you are blessed enough to sit there and get there, you are leaving every single bit of sweat and blood out there.
There's pressure up to the point to get another fucking ring, but there's not.
That's the argument in itself, right
Okay,
there,
who's the
motherfucker.
bartender right now? Let me ask him that. You're the bartender. Let me ask you that.
Yeah.
And pressure in terms of what, though?
Nate.
And pressure in terms of what?
The magnitude of the fucking stage, bro.
what
The
I'm saying,
magnitude of the
yeah,
this is the biggest game of the
Okay,
year.
no, okay.
There hasn't been a
I'm gonna
team
tell you
ring
right
in
now.
20
It's
fucking
more,
years.
it's more on Brock Purdy because the Niners have fucking should have got one years ago.
Yes, but Purdy
he was
hasn't,
out.
he hasn't
He
been
was
there
hurt.
for
He
multiple
He's-
people to work.
Purdy was hurt.
All he has to do
But
is
again-
catch his breath and do his
Just
thing.
like
He don't gotta.
okay, what
worry about
happened with
nothing
Jimmy
else.
G though?
Okay,
You
Jimmy
should've
G's
got
in
one
Oakland on the
too.
bench, so that shows.
Jimmy G should have got one too back in 2020.
That's what happened.
Yeah, but y'all were clearly better than.
But it's a system quarterback though. That's what I'm saying. Mahomes
Here we
is
go.
not under any
Dude, he
fucking
won like
pressure.
50 fucking
Here we
games.
go.
on every
Mahomes is
stage.
not
He's
under any
game
pressure
quarterback.
though. What is he under pressure about? That's what I'm trying to fucking
It's the
figure
Super
out.
To go back to back.
That-
A team hasn't gone back to back in 18 years.
He has 2 rings though. What is he under pressure
18,
about
it's
though?
18 points. They were
But if
coming up on
Mahomes
2
loses
decades.
though, no
If you
one's
secure your
but-
legacy by
but-
going back to back Super Bowls in the
But-
first time in 18 years.
Okay, so Mahomes loses.
You think
what
there's
happens?
no pressure on that?
But what if
it's a very
if Mahomes
achievable thing.
loses? What happens though? He's shit now.
No, he's still.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So he's not under pressure. Is what I'm trying to fucking tell you.
But to secure your legacy as being one of the greater, like he's good.
So the Niners are under more pressure than him. Is what I'm trying to.
The
fucking
Niners
tell
are
you.
favored in this game, by the way.
By
So,
2.5.
but if we're gonna look at the pressure or whatever,
talking
you're sitting there and you're saying that he's confident that his pressure or there's no pressure because he's been balling out. He has two rings. He has the awards and all that stuff. Then what is and he cashed out like you said. What else is there to play for? The greatness. There's no other option if it comes down to that. And in terms of it, he knows how good he is. And he sees the stuff on TV, and you can tell that it fuels him, and that's why he goes out there and does the stuff that he does. I think every motherfucker going into this game, I don't give a shit who you are. Tom Brady was sitting there shaking in his boots every fucking game because you want to know why? Because it's one more fucking opportunity. You wake up, you have one more fucking opportunity to sit there and look somebody in the face and said, I beat you, bling bling. Done. Clear as day. And the thing about Mahomes and stuff, you know, before I even get to that, the thing that kind of low-key sickens me, and it's why I didn't put it in my like notes and stuff for the debate and shit, I think motherfuckers got to stop doubting Brock Purdy, bro. Real talk. I mean, I sat there and I was watching McAfee the other day, and he was sitting there and he was sitting there talking about everything. The motherfucker got his first true start. He's sitting there balling out, but everyone's so quick to jump down his throat because of his age. Sitting there quick to jump down his throat when he doesn't have a perfect game and shit. The guy's balling out, and here's the thing. He's using his fucking weapons, to your point with all that shit. Now, do I think that there's more experience on the other side, good experience, where they've had the game plans that have been able to push them, you know, to victory? Yeah, because they've won 2 rings and the Niners haven't in, what, we were saying last 5 or whatever? Yeah, history will sit there and show that. But the grand scheme of all of it is I think Mahomes is uncomfortable. I think there is pressure, but I think it's less than on the other side because, yeah, he has been there. He knows how big the stage is, but to sit there and say that, you know, he's going in there cool, and I wouldn't believe that. After listening to what Tom Brady has talked about, you know, those documentaries about that New England Patriots dynasty and all that stuff, if Tom fucking Brady is going in there and telling you that he got nerves and all that shit, and he was sitting there uncomfortable and there was pressure on every game, there's definitely pressure on Mahomes.
There's definitely nerves. Let me ask you this: if fucking Mahomes sits there and fucking pulls a ring out of his ass after this game, who wins?
On here, huh?
If he sits there and wins a fucking ring, do you sit there and fucking put the fucking GOAT debate up there?
What he was trying to tell you.
The GOAT debate for Tom, nobody's ever going to catch Tom.
Pretty solid.
That's not
Exactly my point. And I fucking
All
agree
these
with you
big
too.
guys leaning on.
There's no catching this shit unless you
No,
fucking
man.
sit there and
She's
get at
holding on
least
by the
5 or
grace of God,
6.
boys.
There's no fucking
my screws
debate.
But the only way to sit there and get to greatness is
another
to
way.
chase it. So he has to sit there and chase it. Just because he wins, fuck the whole GOAT debate with all that shit. It's just about sitting there and getting there. That's how you sit there and chase that
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. Even if you sit there, and, let's say for the sake of the fucking argument, he sits there and gets 7, ties it. I'm not putting him the fucking greatest. I'm still putting fucking Tom Brady all time.
Why? Just because he did it first?
Dude, Tom Brady is just fucking. Come on, dude.
I tell you what.
Dude, listen, the Chiefs is my team. I'm still not putting fucking.
At this point in their careers, if you line them up, they're neck and neck.
I'm still not doing it, dude.
When Tom was 28, he was right there with Pat.
I mean, here for Mahomes, yeah,
Did beat
fucking
him twice.
here
Over
over.
his two.
Overall, okay, you can sit there and say Eli Manning's better than fucking Tom Brady because he beat him fucking 2-0 against him. You can't sit there and fucking do that. But at the same time, you know what? I'm still thinking Tom Brady. You know what? The motherfucker's done shit we've never fucking seen. Dude. We're all damn near the
At
same
an old
fucking
age, too.
Tom Brady is just.
He's seen it all at that point, though. You know, you can't surprise that
You
motherfucker.
can't do it.
Well, yeah,
you can't do
Dude, I
it.
saw a clip the other day where, like, I forget who it was against, but he's getting pressured, throws off his back foot right over the top of a defender's shoulder, right in
Who was that?
the
Brady or-
Brady.
Brady?
Yeah.
It was like one of the nastiest
But dude,
throws
the
I've
fucked up
seen.
part
He's
is,
fucking-
dude,
however old he was in
Tom-
last season.
48, wasn't he?
Not
Yeah.
40, no, like
44?
42.
44, what?
42 or something
Tom
like
Brady was doing this.
120 for all I
Tom
think.
Brady was doing this shit when you can actually hit a motherfucker and damn near kill him. type
Yeah,
shit.
Bernard Pollard took his ACL
That's
right
what
out
I'm
of his
saying,
fucking
dude.
leg.
Back when fucking Troy Polamalu was fucking playing,
Brady's seen it all.
when you sit there, you
Literally at all.
gotta fucking sit there and debate whether fucking taking a slant route down the fucking middle of the field. You gotta sit there and fucking contemplate that shit, dude. Right now, they protect the fucking quarterback, dude. That's why Mahomes is up there, top 5, 110% for sure. But I'm not. That's why I'm taking Tom Brady over him 100%, dude.
Yeah, but overall, I just think
I'm
that
not
I think that the
100%.
Niners are just hungrier. I feel like they want.
They should be.
They're gonna.
They
want
should be.
Here's the
They're
thing.
gonna come out
They
there
should
and prove
be.
a statement. Kittle wanted to get back there, and like each of those players, it means more to them than it means more to the Chiefs.
But look at the last 2 times the Niners been there. They had Jimmy G and fucking Brock Purdy. They had a great team, but the 2 quarterbacks that've been there, they're not great quarterbacks, dude.
But Purdy's
It's
been
based off the
proving
system.
everybody wrong.
No, dude, I love Brock Purdy. His fucking how he's been playing, dude, he's fucking great, dude. But again, it's a system quarterback. You're just like fucking Green Bay, dude.
Here's what
It's a
worries me
system quarterback.
on the Chiefs side. Okay, you got Juwan Taylor, the most penalized player in all of football. You got Donovan Smith on the other side, and if you watched any of the Tampa Bay shit through his entire career, that motherfucker holds you hostage.
I think Bosa said that too.
Now,
It's like, how do you feel about those tackles?
how are you going to get third and manageable whenever, you're already down 2 on your interior, and now you got to worry about Armstead? You got fucking Nick Bosa going up against the holdingest motherfucker in the NFL.
Because we already know the refs.
That's what really bothers me about Kansas City.
We already know that.
Really bothers
The
me.
refs have. I made this point with the guests. Like the refs have been. I feel like been pretty good this whole season. I feel like they're gonna bust a bitch in the Super Bowl, and it's gonna be to the Chiefs.
You just never know what's
Here,
going
at
to
the end of the
happen.
fucking day, you know what, dude? The ref's been shit all year. Everyone can agree here. Come on, there's always.
This year though, I feel like
I think
this year
there's some
has a-
growing pains because we just lost
I mean-
all those officials that have been there, like Gene Steratore. Those guys are gone now. So it's like,
110%.
these guys got to learn the ropes too.
There's always just
The refs
something wrong
been
with
shit
the
all year,
refs. The
but-
refs do shit right, they do shit wrong. That's
was
part of the
gonna say,
game.
At the end of the fucking day, you know what? Everyone's got to start looking at Mahomes as the next Tom Brady, dude. The motherfucker, whether you like him or not, the motherfucker makes plays when it comes down to it, dude. He does. Whether you like him or not, obviously I'm more biased, so my opinion don't mean shit, but the motherfucker makes plays when it has to, dude. He does, man. And you know what? That's the next fucking Belichick and Tom Brady, dude.
But my worry is
They're
that
not.
Purdy and Shanahan are the next Eli and Coughlin.
And dude,
How loaded this
Shanahan,
team
That's a
that's
good one right
100%.
there.
I have a high respect for him and fucking Brock Purdy. I like Brock Purdy. He makes play. You know what?
You just need to do enough. You don't need to do too much. You just
Dude,
do what you need to do.
Purdy does his job.
That dude, that's what happened against Buffalo and fucking Baltimore, dude. They did what they had to fucking
does his
do.
job and just
Completely.
chills. Easy.
But again-
it's not gonna be easy game, but he should be fine.
As long as Purdy doesn't lose them in the game, they've got a legit fucking
Let
shot.
me ask you this: what happened to that fucking Baltimore and fucking San Fran game? Who played a better first half? Detroit played a better first half. Who played the better second half?
Good old fucks.
And who won the game? That's what it comes down to, dude. I mean, it's what it comes down to, man. Detroit should have won that fucking game by a landslide, dude.
Yeah,
They should have fucking won.
Yeah,
You go
They should've won.
fourth
They
down
should've
and
won.
field
They
goal
should've
range
won.
twice.
They
and-
should've
and-
won.
Detroit should have
They should've
fucking.
kicked the field. You don't kick the field goal.
Detroit should
Very
have fucked
upset.
them up.
At least one of them, dude. Just one field goal and they're in OT, and then if they get the ball, it's a whole
But
different.
that's what scares me too. You know what?
Coach-
A 23-year-old Brock
Campbell.
Purdy fucking sat there in the second half and came up against that fucking back against the wall type shit and won that game in a fucking NFC championship game. You can't take that away.
No, but
You can't.
on the other
That's what scares me.
shoe on the other foot is that's Dan Campbell's first time being there, and that was way too aggressive on his end.
Yeah,
way
completely.
too aggressive.
That's still
Because his nuts
At the end
are
of the
about
fucking
that
day,
fucking
you can.
big.
He's got to have a wheelbarrow like fucking Stan Martin.
It's
on
like
the
my
foot.
definition of going on fourth down and going on 2 for 2 because I fuck the field goals.
You'll know it as much as I fucking do. It's still a 23-year-old fucking rookie though.
Yeah,
It's still a fucking
but he wouldn't be the
NFC
first one.
championship game.
Look at Brady's rookie year. He came in and
Dude,
said, "Fuck the
completely, but
Rams."
that's still an NFC
I'm not saying
championship
Purdy's
game.
Brady, but
But what
He's
happens,
more similar
what
to
happens
Brady
when you
in
win,
how he
What
plays.
happens when you win that game though? What happens? You go to the Super Bowl, right?
yeah,
That's a 23-year-old. That's my age, dude. That's a big fucking stage to be fucking on.
yeah. But
He pulled it out.
at Iowa State,
And you know
he
what?
played like he started 50 fucking games, dude,
Yeah.
so he's no stranger to this shit.
But
he's been starting.
But to
he's
this
played-
fucking magnitude, he's a stranger to it though.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not.
That's a big fucking stage.
But
to
this is
fucking
where you find out if he's going to nut up or shut up.
completely, and he fucking did it. And you know what? That's what fucking scares me a little bit. Because you know what? He filled the shoes, dude. You
That's
can't.
what I'm saying. As long as he doesn't lose them the
He filled the
game,
shoes.
I think the Niners got a legitimate shot to fucking win. I think it's a one-score game.
At the end of the fucking game, at the end of the fucking day, dude,
Another question.
this game fucking, this can't be a better fucking matchup than we fucking wanted it to be. You know, but when it comes to defense and offense, the game is just.
I think Lions
It
versus
comes
Ravens
down
would have
to
been a better.
I wanted that Super Bowl.
So did I.
Don't even bring that up, dude.
I wanted something fucking different.
That's what I wanted to. I'm like, fuck Kansas City, fuck San Francisco. I want these two oddballs in here, dude.
Alright, so now, since we got all of this stuff away, did you finish all your notes? You finished?
Oh, I got so much more left in this.
What do you want to talk
What
about?
do you got in your notes?
Let's see.
Then we go.
Why the Niners or why not KC? 'Cause that's my
Why
key.
not Casey? That's
Let's see. This is the most complete dynamic team they've played all year.
Yeah.
The Niners, hands down, in my opinion. They can beat you in a lot of different ways. Treble generating pressure without secondary help. So just Karlaftis and those guys, a lot of times they get their pressure. It's because you got fucking Thornhill coming off the back end. You know, like he likes to blitz safeties a lot. Spags. He did that shit with the Rams too.
You can say that this is the best team that the Chiefs have played all year.
That's what I'm saying. That,
Probably the best team that the Niners put out.
But again, the Niners played their.
It's the Chiefs face good.
If you just
They're in a good
No,
fucking.
no, no.
They're in a good fucking. Their face is good fucking.
We can look at
Dude,
this.
the Niners played the worst ball the entire postseason, though.
yeah, they're due for a good one. That's what I'm saying.
But
man.
what I'm saying is,
Yeah,
that's
but they made it to the Super
They
Bowl.
haven't done
They
shit.
willed their way to the Super Bowl. If they put a complete game together, and like you get the Niners of like the middle of the season where everybody's like, "Oh, I don't want any fucking part of them cocksucker."
But dude, when
motherfuckers."
the light's shining back against the fucking wall, again, it comes down to the fucking quarterback, dude. No matter how good the defense and offense is, you know as well as I do. It comes down to the fucking
it
quarterback.
helps. I mean, it's like the majority of the thing,
It
but
does,
But
dude.
you got McCaffrey to help too.
If you want to talk about
Oh,
quarterback,
Shanahan,
110%.
that stress. That's what. That's what
100%. I
thinking
fucking
that, like,
McCaffrey, but again, it
he
still
has
comes down to
people to
quarterback,
relieve
though.
the stress off of.
So it
if
comes
you want
down
to look at
him,
what like quarterback, if you want to talk about quarterbacks, the Chiefs this year, the quarterbacks that they've played, Russell Wilson twice, Justin Herbert, Kirk Cousins, Jalen Hurts, Trevor Lawrence, Jared Goff, Josh Allen, and Tua. They had the fourth best pass defense. Niners, quarterbacks they played, Drew Lock, Geno Smith, PJ Walker, Josh Dobbs, Sam Howell, Carson Wentz, Daniel Jones, Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
14th best pass defense.
That's what I'm saying. Like you guys face like great
Better teams, better quarterbacks,
Yes.
and we performed better than the Niners, who have played worse quarterbacks, and they did not perform as well. So
But
if we're
they
going
still
off
made it all
of, if we're going off of just quarterbacks, if we're talking about just quarterbacks right now,
Well,
the Chiefs
honestly,
are much more
yeah.
prepared.
Yeah,
And Mahomes is a better quarterback than Purdy, obviously.
But how
There's
many-
no argument.
there's no argument about that. I can't fucking.
I'm not
bullshit
gonna.
about that.
The Niners secondary is not the best by any stretch of the imagination. But what makes them so fucking elite in the pass defense is the linebacker. Because there's not two coverage linebackers like that anywhere you look. Greenlaw is basically a safety that's in a linebacker's body, and so isn't Warner.
And they're like, they play
that's-
psycho.
Let me ask
That's
you this.
the hard
'cause
part.
again,
Is Kelsey's going to be fucking right up against those two.
Let me ask you this. I
And
fell
they're gonna
asleep,
bring a
I
safety
fell
in the
asleep
help.
during the NFC Championship. What happened with that fucking Detroit and San Fran game?
Dan Campbell.
You think so?
Damn near.
And here, obviously, of
was,
course,
man.
going for the 4th down fucking conversion.
That's
he
what
went
I'm
for it.
saying.
Other than that, though, what actually fucking broke down that entire fucking team, though?
Well, they came out flat in the second half. Detroit did.
Yeah,
They came out flat as fuck.
They couldn't.
So I'd like to be in each locker room at halftime and see what the fuck was said, because the
Yeah, you could say-
Lions
No,
came out
fuck
looking
the
like they
second
had
half. I'm
them.
talking about the first half, though. I didn't see the second half till like 8 minutes left in the
First half, the
second
Lions ran the fuck. They did whatever the fuck they wanted to.
Oh, no, I saw that.
Jameer Gibbs.
They got fucking Gibbs and Montgomery.
I don't know if
of course,
it was
but-
probably both, but I don't know if it was like the Lions just.
But again,
coasted,
but that's
or
my
the
thing. How
Niners.
how does Detroit sit there and get a whole jump on fucking their entire fucking defense though? The entire first fucking half. Dude,
I think
you know
it
what,
came out
Aaron,
flat.
what did I tell you last fucking debate? Detroit's good. I fuck with a lot of their fucking teams and shit, their strategies and shit, but they're not that good in my opinion, dude.
I wouldn't say.
They have good players, but their strategies are a little above average. They shouldn't have been as far as they should have been, dude.
Do you guys think that the Bills
They shouldn't have been.
are Bills are better than the Niners?
The Bills,
No, absolutely not.
The Bills are a great
The
team.
way how you guys face
Especially
the
in the
Bills.
playoffs.
The Bills are a great
Like,
team.
when,
No.
yeah, when the Chiefs faced the Bills, like I watched the whole game. It was a great game.
What do you want?
guys-
Paper? Or?
And on paper, like
No,
overall,
no. The Niners
it
are
was a
better.
good game.
The Niners are better. Fuck.
And like honestly, you guys won with the field goal. Like I'm not gonna say like you guys only won because of the field goal. Like shit happens. If the Niners are better than the Bills, with player wise and statistic wise, it's gonna be one hell of a like you guys are not gonna just come in here thinking that it's just gonna be sweet.
You can say that. Here, you can't go off paper wise because if that's the case, the Bears should have been in the playoffs then.
You
The
can say
Bears
that-
got on paper. The Bears got a great fucking team.
Defense.
You can't go on paper though. That's why.
You can say that same
can't-
argument with like, do you think the Ravens are better than the Packers and the Lions? Yes, they are.
Because the fucking Dallas should have beat fucking Green Bay in the playoffs, but
No, I don't
That
so
was
you can't go on paper. though.
Dallas don't play in the playoffs.
can't-
They're not here for the
you-
I knew they were
But
gonna be
that's what I'm
selling
saying.
tickets in the regular season.
They're here for the hype.
That's what I'm saying. You can't go on paper, dude. You
I've never
can't
seen
go on
the
fucking
Cowboys
paper,
jersey.
dude. You
I
can't.
don't even like the Chiefs. I'm wearing the fucking shirt.
You cannot go on paper, dude. It's how you perform in the fucking playoff when it matters, dude. You can't.
It is true. Like when it matters, like it's really it's really gonna be a who wants it more.
Completely.
If Mahomes, the only thing that he got going is like you said, like he wants to be the greatest of all time. He's chasing that. Purdy, he's chasing to be the Mr. Relevant. He's fucking that guy. He's holding a chip on his fucking shoulder, and he has a lot of shit to fucking prove.
Dude, I don't think Mahomes cares though, dude. I really don't think he fucking does. I really, dude. He's got two.
Then what are you playing for?
But here's my fucking thing. Dude.
But answer that first. What are you playing for?
He's got 2 rings. He's fucking been to the fucking He's been to the AFC Championship in fucking 6 years. He's been starting for 6 years. He's been there every fucking year since he's been a starter, dude. He's not chasing for nothing. Yeah, at the end of the fucking day, when you get down to your fucking career, you're chasing for shit.
You're always chasing. You're always hungry.
No, completely. But you're not sitting there at the beginning of your fucking career. You're not chasing to be the fucking greatest.
Tom did.
No,
Peyton did.
That's the thing.
Montana did.
Dude, at the beginning of your year, you're not chasing to be the greatest. You're chasing to get fucking a ring, dude. At the beginning of your fucking year, you're not chasing to be the greatest. You're not, dude. You're not.
If Mahomes heard you say that, he'd slap you across the face right now. Just let you know.
Slap his
Dude, at the beginning of your fucking year, when you're at least you just want to get one fucking ring. You're not chasing to be the greatest.
No, that takes away
You're not trying to be the
takes away the Rookie of the Year awards. Like, you don't think that obviously they weren't going for those awards, but the accolades that Nakua has done his first fucking year, all of the records that he's broken, you don't think that was like a dream of his?
No,
coming out and that
completely.
he was reaching for that.
Completely, but when Mahomes won his first ring, you think he sat there? Oh, I'm 6 down from beating Tom Brady. He's not going through that.
I think he is.
I don't do it. But dude, he still has to get
win record.
He has to get 6 more to get there. Can you think about that, dude? He has to get 6 more to get to tie his fucking record.
But what is that chasing? Greatness. Getting a ring is greatness.
But what I'm saying is, though, he's not saying that when he got his first ring, oh, I'm fucking 5 more closer to Tom Brady. That's not what's going through his fucking head.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Dude, think about it, dude. 5 rings? Peyton Manning hasn't been there fucking that many times.
He's not trying to be
John Elway.
He's not trying to be Tom Brady. He's trying to be better than those guys.
He's trying to be.
Well, what did Tom Brady tell Julian Edelman when they were working out in the offseason? When they were sitting there and they were ring chasing and shit. He sat there and he goes, "Are you going for Montana?" He goes, "No, I'm going for Jordan." That's why he's the GOAT. If Patrick Mahomes is going off the ideology that you were saying, that is why he will never be up there.
Everybody wants to go.
Again,
that's what makes it fun. You want to go after the records.
But
Nobody's coming into the league and being like, "Oh, I hope I do okay."
No,
like I hope I play a good 4 years. Like they want to have a 15-year career where they're dominating every single year.
Dude, complete. But we're talking about right now, though. We're not talking about fucking. Oh, is he to go after fucking Michael Jordan and Tom Brady? That's not what the fuck we're going off of, though.
What are you talking about?
Right? Yeah. And
we're not talking, dude. I'm talking about the fucking game that's going on tomorrow.
And losing this would put him just make him a step back. So yes, he's going to win this. There's
Dude,
no.
I already-
You can't say like, oh, he doesn't care.
Like if he loses, like we're not gonna say that he's bad. Like he's the worst. Like we're not saying that.
Dude, Tom
whole
Brady's still the greatest in my fucking book, dude. I'm not a Tom Brady fan, but again, he's still the fucking greatest until somebody takes it from him.
Final score.
I'm not taking that from anybody. I don't like Tom Brady. That's still, at the end of the fucking day, respect's fucking respect, dude. I mean, I don't.
I think that's a bold statement because I mean I don't think.
Dude, 7 rings, dude.
Nobody would have that mentality.
Dude, 7 rings. That's fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
but Tom didn't win them all in fucking 7 years. You know what I mean?
Dude,
It was
Tom should
spread
have
the fuck
fucking.
out.
How many
He's got
times
plenty of
have you
time.
been there? 12, 13?
10.
10?
Yeah,
I mean, dude, I mean.
7 out of 10, damn. Fuck Brady.
I mean, dude, the motherfucker's
Fuck that guy.
10, right? Yeah. He won
He's got
7.
6 rings.
He got 7.
He got 7 because
He lost to Eli Manning twice and Nick Foles once.
Yep.
The 2 goats right there, Nick Foles and Eli Manning.
I mean, here, that Seattle fucking. Here, in that fucking Seattle game, you should have fucking lost. If fucking, they weren't fucking. I mean, come on.
Get a better coach.
He didn't.
At the end of the fucking day, at the end of the, he still got 7. He still got 7.
Pete had a big date with Vegas that day.
At the end of the fucking day, he still gets fucking 7. At the end of the fucking day, dude.
Roger Goodell said, if you win this fucking game, I'm going to spank
What are you
you.
talking about?
So he was like, all right, we'll lose it.
All right, we got about like 15 minutes left. We're gonna go with. What do you think the scoreboard is gonna go?
I think it's gonna be. I ain't gonna give an exact score. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be by a field goal. I think it's gonna be a close.
No, I asked for
Give us
the
a-
scoreboard.
28-21 Kansas City.
There you go. Give me something like that. Would you put that on FanDuel?
I already got my bets going. Don't play with me right now.
Legally, we talk about
He's got a sheet about that.
Yeah.
long.
Who you got? Actually, we'll do that. We'll do that after that.
Come back to me.
All right. So you said
28-21.
28-21. Obviously Chiefs. What you got?
I think it's going to be 38-28 Chiefs.
Oh, damn. Okay.
27-29.
27-29 Niners. I got. You said 28-21?
27-20.
I say 28-21. Niners, obviously.
How many rushes Jerry Rice got?
A lot, actually.
Yeah, how many rushing yards?
I think I'm gonna go with his and flip it.
The joke is not there. I
Time out.
swear to God, I'm cutting it out.
Don't cut it out. Don't be a bitch. Let's just say Nate bought this Jerry Rice jersey yesterday, okay? And I was on FaceTime with him. I said, "What jersey you ended up getting?" He goes, "Jersey, Jerry Rice." He goes, "Best running back of all time." And I just paused for a second. I said, "What the fuck did you just say?" He goes, "Best running back of all time." I said, "Jerry Rice is a fucking receiver." He goes, "No." Like, yeah, dude.
Go Niners, baby.
Hey, that's our bartender right now.
Any argument that he made
That's our bartender.
this whole time is invalid.
I can't fucking say.
Any argument he made this whole time is invalid.
Wait till
He
the
thought-
cameras are off.
He thought the Chiefs were the number 1 seed going like for this playoffs. He asked me earlier. You literally asked me, what did the Chiefs do with their bye week? They didn't have a fucking bye week. You don't know anything.
Because y'all butt.
Well,
had a
technically, they both
horrible
had a bye week
season.
this week. So.
Technically.
You see?
We don't know what they did with the bye week yet.
Yeah,
we don't know. We'll find out.
tomorrow at fucking 5:30.
You gotta return the
What was your
jersey.
thing?
You know what?
What was your scoreboard, please?
You better keep that shit in.
Bro, you can see the camera's good.
I think I'm gonna go 27-28 or
27-28?
no.
Close one.
You said a field goal. I don't think that's 3 points.
28.
I was thinking about changing my mind.
You see that's
40-0, something like that.
nice.
I'm gonna go 21-28 Chiefs.
So we have 3 28-21s.
I had 27-20.
20.
What'd you have?
He had 28-20.
28-20, 28-21, something like that.
Right.
We'll roll back to first.
So this, yeah, we'll go back first. So this little snippet that I want to call is FanDuel betting. So the first FanDuel question I got.
If you want to make some money,
If you want to make some
Take
money,
my
listen
line.
to some Beer Belly Sports. Here we go.
We're not affiliated with FanDuel.
We're not affiliated with FanDuel, but if you want to sponsor us, cheers to you.
Not affiliated with them either.
Yeah, we're not affiliated with them.
We're not affiliated with
with
anybody.
anybody that's with anything with any name brand. Who is scoring the first touchdown?
Christian McCaffrey.
yeah, for 100%.
Give me a
After
check.
that, it's a fucking down.
I think Niners.
I was gonna say.
Ball second.
Actually, you know what? I revoke my fucking answer. I got Travis Kelce.
Ah, you fucked up. Yeah, I was gonna say Kelsey.
Just to not have the same answer over and over, I'm gonna go with. Oh wait, Rasheed Rice isn't even playing, is he?
No,
He's
he
out.
is.
He is.
He is. playing?
Hey, Jared
He is playing,
McKinnon's
but-
playing too, so
but,
y'all
you
are
know.
fucked. But go ahead.
He's a little up there.
I'll go with Valdez. I'll go with the Valdez Scantling first touchdown.
I like that.
Okay. Next question.
I don't.
Next question. Who do you think is gonna have the most passing yards?
Mahomes.
I think Purdy will.
That is a terrible question.
I'm gonna say Mahomes, but I think
I think
I think
they're
it's gonna be
gonna.
defensively. That's a good.
I think
that's a
they're
good
gonna
question.
try to use and abuse McCaffrey.
I was getting ready to say 30 plus rush attempts for McCaffrey.
Yeah, they're gonna use and abuse. Well, he gets pass yards too, so like.
Yeah.
Here, Purdy sits there and has the second half he did against Detroit. But again, it's we're playing against an entirely different team, dude.
I don't think McCaffrey's
That's why
gonna be
you
busting
can't
off a
question
bunch
that,
of
but
60-yard
no,
like
it's-
passes. So
And
like,
that's the thing with the
I think
Niners
Mahomes
offense is that it's so predicated on motion that they do so much shit from it with Debo. Like you can't tell if it's a run, pass, play, action. They'll send Debo over here. It could be a decoy. It could be he's getting a fucking pop pass. Could be anything. It's just you never know where it's fucking coming from. Just like on the other side on defense with the
Debo's
Niners.
like Scottie Pippen, dude. I mean, he's just out there to fucking.
Yeah, I mean,
It's exactly what it is. Dude. You don't know what the fuck he's
you
doing.
do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
That's what
I think
exactly.
I think Mahomes will have a better passing
And the
game.
last question,
100%.
I think it's a big one. What do you think is gonna be the Gatorade color?
The Gatorade
Blue.
color?
Yeah.
I got.
No.
I got.
I'm gonna say red because we got
I
red in
got
both
200
teams.
on blue.
You think so? No. It's
Hey,
gonna be
remember
orange.
that.
I'm rolling.
200 on blue.
I was gonna say orange.
orange.
I think orange I think that might be a sleeper.
I'll take purple.
You take purple?
I'll take
No,
purple.
That's like
It
plus
was-
55,000.
It was plus.
We're winning money, baby! We're winning money!
It was the house. It was plus 1,500 last year. You're sick. It's not gonna be purple again.
It's no. It's no.
It is not gonna be purple.
That's what I'm
again.
saying.
You're
Red.
sick.
Both teams have red in their fucking colors.
No,
Yeah, but that- that's
exactly.
too
So it's the
obvious. That's too
opposite. No,
obvious.
I think it's gonna be orange.
What if they what if they come out with that nut colored
I got
Gatorade,
200
bro?
on blue.
The glacier cherry.
Isn't there another? Isn't there another? Who's singing the
I'm
next
gonna say water. Fuck it. They're gonna done more.
Dude, there's only 6 colors, dude. You're sick.
Who's singing?
Oliver Anthony.
Oliver Anthony. How long do you think he's gonna hold the last note of the national anthem? Like
He ain't.
grave?
He's not.
5 seconds.
He's not.
You don't think so?
No. Because he ain't gonna give anyone fucking any money, dude.
5 seconds less.
Bet the under.
Last one. In the free.
You're sick.
Maybe he'll trick everybody.
You think the over or under?
20 seconds.
The over or under?
They're doing that.
is it?
I don't know if you guys knew this shit too, but they got that Toby Keith tribute too.
Wait, so
He's
you over?
doing the Toby Keith tribute that
No, the
Sunday
over
too.
no, for sure.
What? I want to know what the over under is for that.
I think it was like 7.5. I think it's like
7.5.
some
He's gonna
shit
hold
like that.
it. Give me the over.
Some shit.
Oh, he'll go under.
What?
I feel like he'll go under.
Seven-
Give me over. Dude, it's the Super Bowl. They hold that
You know how
shit
long?
for so
You know
long.
how long 7 seconds is when singing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how long that motherfucker.
If there's one thing Oliver Anthony's gonna fucking sit there and do, dude, it's gonna fuck Vegas. That's what he's gonna do.
Last question before we
He's just not gonna say the no.
Yeah, he's
Last
gonna be
question
like free.
before we run out of
Oh,
time.
no.
Before
Thank
we
you.
run out of time, how do you guys think about Usher being the halftime show?
I don't mind it.
I feel like he got some decent songs. Usher, baby. I feel like he got some good songs.
Are we doing fucking beer pong or what are we doing?
You're doing your asshole.
Yeah.
That's so.
Get on the bar top. This start.
No, Oliver, but you see who's performing with him?
No, who?
Alicia Keys.
I heard that shit. I don't know.
So that's gonna be bomb. I'm excited for that one.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed today's little podcast episode. Leave a like, subscribe. Let us know in the comments who do you got for the Super Bowl. And last but not least,
Empty. Can I go run and get one? Can we just?
You gotta redo it or something.
I was like, are we chugging this beer? Or we just sit?
No, we were sipping.
I'll chug it if you want to chug it.
all right. Thank you guys for watching, man. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let us know in the comments who do you got for the Super Bowl. Cheers, buddy. To Beer Billy Sports. First live.
Galaxy, in the galaxy.